Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shane and welcome back to my channel. I hope you don't mind the complete lack in effort in my hair today. It was a lazy day, but I wanted to sit down with you guys this morning and try out some new makeup. I'm really excited. I got some really exciting products we're going to give a try today. Now, if you missed it, in my Morphe palette 352 makeup tutorial that I filmed not long ago, I had explained in the very beginning that the first half of that video using some new products was completely out of focus. So we're going to be using some of those products today. They're technically not first impressions anymore because I have been using them ever since the video, but I'm going to show you what products I'm talking about and how they work. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get right into it. Also, make sure you stay till the end. I have something really exciting that I want to share with you guys, so stay tuned. First thing is first, I want to moisturize my face, so I'm going to be using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Cream. I've really been loving this stuff, so the next time that I have to replace it, which is not going to be for a long time, there's still a ton of product left, I'm definitely going to get the larger size, so really love this stuff. For people with dry skin like me, this has helped like crazy. Now, you may not notice, especially because I have the ring light on, which tends to kind of wash me out sometimes. I'm a little darker than I normally am, which this is still quite pale. There's like a little nice tan going on. I've been using some new products for that, which I'm going to show you as well, because one of the products that we'll be using today kind of corresponds. So we'll get right into that. So I used to tan all the time when I was in high school. I wouldn't say all the time, probably like my junior and senior year is when I first got into tanning, and I really honestly loved it. But I know how bad it can be for your skin, and there was the option of doing the spray tan, but I got super dark when I spray tanned. Sometimes it was a little too dark, especially in the winter. So recently I've come across these new products. I've got all of this pretty much from Ulta, but this is from the Loving Tan line. I got the 2-Hour Express Deluxe Bronzing Mousse, and I got the Bronze Shimmer Luminous Cream, both in medium. And I think that's a pretty good color for me. It gives me a really natural tan. I know I introduced those briefly in a vlog. I just don't know if the vlog or this video is coming out first, so I just wanted to make sure that I told you guys what I was using. So today I'm not wearing it because I didn't want to waste the product, especially if I wasn't going out anywhere. So just keep in mind that my body gets even darker than this when I am wearing it and actually, you know, going out in public and all that fun stuff. To apply both of those, by the way, I had picked up the Loving Tan Deluxe Applicator Mitt as well. Alright, with that out of the way, I want to show you guys this new primer. So this is from Urban Decay. I don't have the box. Again, I threw it out after I filmed that first video without realizing that I would have to scrap all that footage, so I do apologize for that. But this is the complexion primer. I think they maybe have 4 different kinds in this line, but this one had said something about basically just making the skin really smooth, diminishing pores, and that was my biggest thing, was my pores. I really do like this product. I'm kind of glad that the first video didn't work out. That way I can come back to you guys about a week later and tell you if I've still been loving the products or not. So the cap just pops right off, and I'm going to squirt. I do about a pump and a half, not even. Now, I noticed with this product, it is quite thick. When I'm first applying it, it almost feels like as thick as a paste almost. But I have been really liking this primer, and I've been noticing a big difference in the way my foundation stays on my face. I was dealing with serious separation issues. My foundation would just not stay on no matter how much primer I used, no matter how much I powdered. It would just separate and look patchy and just gross. I did find out some really interesting information for you guys that I want to share with you today, because this has helped me a ton as well. So I was talking to one of the girls in Ulta when I was buying this primer, and I was explaining, like, you know, why would foundations separate? And she asked me what kind of base my primer was and what kind of base my foundation was. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And she said, some primers and some foundations have a silicone base while others have water bases. She explained to me, if you're using a primer with a silicone base, you don't want to put a foundation with a water base on top because they don't mesh well. If you're using a silicone primer, you want to use a silicone foundation. If you're using a water-based primer, you want to use a water-based foundation. So I went home, looked at my makeup. Even the Monistat primer that I was just using is a silicone base, but the Maybelline, both the 24-hour long wear and the Fit Me foundation are both water bases. So I think that it was my biggest thing. That's why I was getting not great looking makeup, because I was using a silicone based primer and a water based foundation. So then I started using my NARS foundation because this one is silicone based, and I noticed a huge difference. But now that I've been tanning, this is way too light for me. It was a light before, but now it's too light. That's why I went out and bought a new foundation today. So this primer is really, really nice. There's a tiny bit of tack to it, which I'm excited about. You guys know I've been looking for something with a little bit of a sticky base. It's not overly sticky, like my fingers aren't sticking to my skin. It's just when I press down and lift up, you can almost hear it, like it just sticks a little bit. I don't know what my makeup is gonna come out looking like today. We're just trying a whole bunch of products, so I'm gonna have to tweak it down the road, so just keep that in mind. Because next I picked out this MAC Strobe Cream, and I think I've only maybe used it once before I got the new foundation or anything, and even before I started tanning. So I got the MAC Strobe Cream, and it's just this like luminous cream, I guess. I was told to put it on after my primer, but before my foundation, and it's just really nice. So I just glide it on. It's much, much thinner than the primer that we use, but it just gives my skin that nice glow from within look without looking too artificial. So I only add a little bit, and again, I might have to tweak this step and only use it during certain times or with certain products, because I'm kind of going for like a bronzy look today, but I just want to be very glowy and make my skin just look super, super healthy. And you can kind of see that it kind of gave my skin a little bit of a sheen. I'm hoping it picks up on camera. I feel like this would almost be beautiful to wear if you're not wearing any makeup, just again to give you that not oily look, but just healthy kind of look. Once I put that on after my primer, I give it that a moment to dry. So this is the foundation that I'm talking about. This was actually just picked up today, so I'm so, so excited. It's from Tarte, which this may have been my very first Tarte purchase. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I know I've had samples in the past from Tarte, but I don't believe I personally have gone out and bought anything. But I went on Sephora.com. I know I got this from Ulta, but I did go on Sephora and look up best rated products, and this came up. So this is the Tarte High Performance Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. It has SPF 15 in it, and this was also a silicone base. Just look at the ingredients. It should say some sort of it says silica, dimethicone, which is all like that silicone. It would say, you know, agua, water, if it was most likely a water base. If you're unsure with the products that you use, just Google it, and that's how I found out about most of my products, what kind of base they were. So this is my very first impression. This was not one of the ones that I filmed before and had to refilm. This is first impression. So I love the packaging. I think all the Amazonian products have this kind of like wooden detail, the cap here. I got this in the color called Light Medium Beige. It's 12-hour makeup. It's oil free. Today I'm not wearing the bronze shimmer, but days that I do wear makeup and I'm going to work, I do wear it. So we were trying to find a color. So I think she went a shade darker than what matched my chest when I went. So I'm hoping that this will be a good match. Just keep in mind, if it's a little bit too dark, that's because the rest of my skin will be darker if I'm actually going out and wearing it. So let's go ahead and twist open the cap. It does come with a little safety seal here. And I think I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. Don't know how much we should start with, so I'm just gonna start with a dollop like that. Oh, it's quite a thick product. Much different than my NYX one, which is much more watery. So I'm just going to dot this on my face. Wow, this is really thick, but it's a good match. Take a little bit more. Well, that's weird. It almost looks like the swatch on my chin is lighter than the swatch on my cheek. Anyways, taking my beauty blender, I'm going to buff this out. My only concern about it being so thick is I don't want it to feel like I have something on my face. I want it to feel very lightweight, very natural. So once I have this buffed out, I'll know how it feels. Okay, so far so good. It's blending out really easily. I had a tiny little blemish there, which is pretty much, ow! Oh, I just bit my lip. The coverage is really nice. It's not like, I don't feel like I'm caking it on, but it's certainly covering up any blemishes I'm seeing. There were a couple on my forehead, which are covered. It had nice coverage. I really like it so far. I'm going to add just a little bit more to see if it can be buildable without getting too cakey. There's a tiny bit of discoloration still in between my brows. I guess I'll take the rest and just put it back on my cheeks and blend this out. I'm going to get my ears as well and bring it down to my neck. What I'm finding is that it does look a little bit darker than my neck, which again is a good thing because I bring that shimmer all the way up to my neck. So I feel like it's going to be a good match. I'm not going to be able to find that out until tomorrow, but even if I find it to be a little bit too light, I can always go in with my cream contours and bronzer. That's going to give my face a little bit more color as well, so I can deepen it up if I need to. So I think this was a really good match. My skin looks really nice. It looks really natural. It looks healthy. I feel like that strobe cream is still pushing through because as I'm moving my face in the ring light, I'm seeing this natural highlight poking through, which is really nice. And it's not looking oily, which is my concern. Even my forehead has like a nice sheen to it. So I don't know, I guess I'm going to use that strobe cream even when I'm darker. I really, really like it. Now, I did have another product here that I want to try today, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I just kind of looked down and I was like, oops. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, but I got the color called Moonlight. I was explaining again to the woman at Ulta that I was looking for something. I saw these iconic drops on Instagram, and I was looking for something similar, and she said, well, Cover FX has drops that you can give a try. So this is just beautiful. I guess you can mix it either into your foundation or just use it over, but I think because I'm using the strobing cream, I might just use the strobe cream underneath my foundation and then just use this as a highlight. But I just want to show you guys this really, really quick. Oh, the color is so pretty. It's like, comes out in a little dropper. I'm gonna mix it into the foundation that's remaining on my hand for a moment. Oh my gosh, it's like liquid bronze. Oh wow, okay. So it might be super hard for you guys to see, but it's giving the foundation on my hand just such a beautiful, like, oh, that's so pretty. But I don't know, I think it might be too much if I use the strobing cream and the Cover FX drop. So I think we're going to use this pretty much at the end of our makeup, kind of as a highlight. So we'll save that. So we have used the primer, we've used the strobe cream, we've used the new foundation. Next, I had picked up the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer here, and I think it has really nice coverage and can be quite easily blended, but I feel like it's a little bit not really drying. How do I explain this? Let me just do a quick comparison because I may have to use the Born This Way concealer anyways because the Urban Decay one might be too light for me now. But with the Born This Way concealer, it's very, very creamy. It just glides on really easily. Where the All Nighter one, I kind of have a hard time gliding it. You see the difference. One is much darker than the other, so I'm afraid, I don't know, we're going to try the Urban Decay one just because I do want this video to be using new products, but because of this tan, it might be too light. So basically, instead of swiping to not pull off my foundation, I've been just kind of dotting the product, and I do find that it dries kind of quick, so we're going to work fast here. But then I'm going to throw in my Maybelline one just to tone it down a little bit, and then using the pointed end of my Beauty Blender, we are going to buff this out. Yeah, I'm glad that I added the Born This Way concealer in there too. Not because of the formula per se, but just because it's already so brightening that I feel like if I used it on my own, it would just create kind of it would be a little too white. I definitely say in comparison, the Born This Way concealer blends out a little bit easier. Both are easily blendable, but I feel like with the Urban Decay one, I have to work it in a little bit more, so just keep that in mind. Oh guys, I feel like I'm getting sick. My daughter has a slight fever and my throat is starting to hurt. I have such a long week ahead of me with work. I have 3 doubles and an overnight shift. Let's hope I don't get too sick. It's just my throat that's bothering me, really. I woke up with a pounding headache, but I took ibuprofen and then I was fine, but this throat thing, ugh. Alright, under my eyes is concealed nicely, and it might look a little crazy now, but I feel like once I add everything else, it'll look much better. So we're just going to brighten up the rest of my face. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take, whoa, and take a little bit of my Urban Decay here, but then follow it up with a little bit of Born This Way. So I'm kind of just using less product of each, so I'm not building up too much concealer on my face. And I do find with both of these concealers, a little really does go a long way. So I feel like they're gonna last me quite a while. And if you're curious, I'm still seeing that strobing cream come right through that concealer as well. I am impressed so far with everything, guys. I'm really, really excited. So now, okay, next I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia stick in shadow and just add a little bit more of this contour. And this is one of the products that I mean that if I'm still a little bit too light tomorrow when I go and do this again, I can always take my Anastasia stick and just add a little bit more and deepen up my foundation if I need to. Still have been really loving this round brush for the contour. Not so much the foundation anymore, but for the contour, I really do like it. I also, when I was at Ulta today, I came across these really interesting brushes. They were basically the round brushes, but instead of bristles, there was almost this, like, I couldn't touch it, but from what it just looked like, it looked like a rubber. And then on the rubber, it almost looked like a fingerprint. I'm going to show you a picture because I don't think I'm explaining it well at all, but it caught my interest and I was like, you know, I'm already spending too much money today, so I did not pick them up, but I'm really curious if anybody's ever tried them, and if you have, what they're like. I'm just fascinated when companies just come out with like out of the ordinary makeup or products, because I feel like so many companies will copy each other. Like the moment a company comes out with a strobing cream, every company comes out with a strobing cream. And once Artiste came out with their brushes, every company came out with brushes. But it's just interesting to see when, you know, companies put their own kind of twist on it. Like, yes, they are rounded brushes, but they're like not bristles. Oh, I hope I can make it through this video. My throat is like really, really, really starting to bother me. Real quick before I blend out my nose contour, I'm just going to bounce my Beauty Blender over that cream just to make sure I'm not getting any streaks from the bristles. I literally, when I went into the store today, I was like, make me look like a bronze goddess, please. And they helped a girl out. Then for my nose contour, I take this smaller rounded brush and I just start blending it out to the sides. Oh, whoa. Next, I'm kind of debating. I need to set my concealer, and I'm kind of going back and forth between my Maybelline Fit Me or my Airspun, because both of them are translucent, but this one isn't as brightening as this one. Like, this one is super, super brightening. I'm just afraid to look too white. What do I want to do? Well, today is all experimenting, so I guess I'm going to use the Fit Me because I've been using it a lot. And I only really want to powder my T-zone with this because it is so brightening. So taking my Beauty Blender and looking up, you see what I mean? It's just super brightening. But you know what? I don't think it's too bad. I'm going to squeeze my Beauty Blender to go right down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, forehead, a little too much on my forehead. And then you know what, I'm even gonna go a step further and add a little bit of concealer above my lip. Oh, I look insane, but I'm gonna take my Airspun translucent powder and I'm just gonna go right underneath. Ooh, lordy, I did not need, oops. I'm gonna take it right underneath my contour line. See how this one's a little more subtle than the Maybelline one? Alright, I'm gonna look like a mad woman for maybe the next 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows off camera, but I did want to just let you guys know that I did switch back to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. The L'Oreal Infallible Brow that I was using before was okay, but just nothing compares to the Brow Wiz. I love it, and when you find something that you love, you just want to stick to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. My brows are filled in, and I went ahead and wiped away the powder. Now, I think I'm actually gonna do my eyes off camera, which may have been the first tutorial that I've ever done so, but because I had so many face products and I still have a lot of face stuff to do with you guys and a surprise at the end of the video, I think I'm just gonna skip the eyes and bring you guys back as soon as I'm done. I'm gonna do something bronzy. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, eyes and lips are done. For my lips, I ended up using the Tarte lip paint in the color Birthday Suit. I can't remember if this was the one that I got in the subscriber box that I got not long ago, or if it was this one in, oh, I don't know the name of this one, but it's the lighter of the two shades. I really like this. It's not like a full matte. It's almost like a satiny finish. It feels really nice. It's a little more comfortable than like a matte liquid lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of color to my face. I'm going to skip this part because I feel like I show it so much. But if you're new, I just want to let you know that I am using the Becca Capri Coast bronzer to bronze up my face, and I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. And it's funny because in that last tutorial, I had talked about blush and how it's pretty much a staple in any of my makeup looks. However, I want to kind of be in the market for a new blush for looks like this. I don't want anything too pinky, and that's why I usually reach for my Milani in #1 Romantic Rose, because it's just like a nice mauve pink. So I think I'm just gonna add like the tiniest bit because I really don't want a ton of color on my cheeks. So going in with a fluffy brush. Why is this picking up no product? I don't ever usually have that problem. Kind of really had to dig in there. I don't know why. That was weird. But I'm gonna add the slightest flush of color to my cheeks. Okay, the moment that we've been waiting for and the last product that we are going to be using. It's open. And I'll tell you why it's open. I actually might add a little bit more because I actually used it on my inner tear ducts because I went for this like bronzy golden look today, and I was like, you know what? I wonder what it's gonna look like if I used it on the eyes. I think I'm gonna add just a smidgen bit more. Might have gone a little bit crazy, but it's so pretty. I can't help it. I can't help it. So we're gonna try to use this as our highlighter. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this product and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Probably put, let's see, 1, 2 drops. Let's try that. And then I'm going to pick a little bit up on my finger. Oh God, it's so pigmented. So I'm just gonna kind of tap it off a little bit. And then I guess I'm just going to start, oh my God. I'm gonna start patting this. We're just gonna, you know what, we're just gonna go in there. Patting this on my cheekbone, just using my finger, kind of like stippling motions. I was recommended to use my finger instead of like a brush. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my God, I am so ready for the summer right now to come. Oh my God. Oh my God, this stuff can seriously get me in trouble because I just want to take a bath in it. Ooh. You know what I feel like right now? It's just like a freaking bronze goddess. Like I feel like I should just be walking on the beach right now with a tan and a drink in my hand and my hair down and flowing in the wind and crashing in the waves. Oh my God, I miss summer so much. All right, so I packed that on. And because I used it on my eyes, it does dry, so it's not like gonna wipe off too easily. I'm putting a little bit on my cheeks just to kind of give me that glow if you're looking at me from the front, like face on. Oh my. I'm obsessed. Guys, I found a new favorite product. Oh my. I have never been so impressed with a highlighter before. I've never used the only other the only other liquid highlighter that I've used was the Benefit one, which is pretty good. I might actually Is it down here or is it upstairs? It might be upstairs because I haven't used it in a long time. That's the only other liquid highlighter that I've ever used, but this is so pretty. And I don't even need 2 drops. 1 drop and that is it. This is too pretty to waste. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted because I went in there and I said, I don't want like shimmer. I just want that like almost wet, dewy kind of skin. And girl, that is exactly what I got. A little bit above my eyebrows. You know what? I am going to use a brush, but I'm going to put a tiny bit on my brow bones because I haven't highlighted that yet. Oh, guys. Oh my God. I'm glowing. I'm glowing. I am just glowing. I'm curious if I can put on a little bit with my beauty blender, so I'm just picking up the tiniest bit more. Okay, that's not really working with the beauty blender. Uh-oh. Oh, what's it doing? Don't use your wow, don't do that. Use your finger. It like almost instantly dried. That was very strange. You know what? I'm gonna go in. I don't want to waste this product. I mean, I'm going to, at least a little bit because I put a lot on, but oh my God, if I put a little bit on my collarbones, like a girl's night out, oh my God, can you imagine this with that freaking, I can't even wait for tomorrow because I'm gonna put that bronze shimmer on and then this. Oh, I'm so excited. I can get in trouble. I need to stop. That is amazing. I am completely obsessed. I think out of everything that I used today, I love everything that I used today. Everything, all the new products that I've tried, I didn't have one that was gross. Oh my God, can you imagine this like over the lid? Okay, I'm going crazy. But this was hands down like my favorite product to use that we used today. Oh, this is amazing. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for sticking to the end because I have something very special to share with you guys. Now, as I mentioned, my last makeup tutorial, I was showing you guys the Morphe 352 palette. It was amazing. I fell in love with it instantly. And I've been really wanting to give back to you guys. I know my channel doesn't grow very fast, and I think I'm going to make a whole nother video about that. I just have a lot to say about that. I know I'm very vague and that might just sound like a little off, but please trust me and just wait till the future till I can film a video on that and you'll understand a little bit more. But you guys don't truly understand how much your support means to me, and it's amazing because I even like tell my husband, you know, even when like natural disasters happen and you guys hear about like Boston and stuff and like how I don't know how to explain it. Like if, you know, we got a ton of snow, we got a bad snowstorm during the winter and like so many of you reached out to me and were just like, hey, just want to make sure you're okay. And it just means so much to me to like know you guys view me more than just a personality in the camera, and being such a small YouTuber and have been on YouTube for about 10 years now, it really means the world to me. And you know, I feel like I've developed so many personal relationships with you guys and I just want to give back and I want to be able to do that more often. And I apologize, it's taken me so long to do something more for you guys. But with that being said, I wanted to do a giveaway and give you guys your very own 352 Morphe palette. I know it's nothing big, nothing major. Honestly, now I'm like, girl, I should have just given one of these away. But yes, I'm going to be giving one of these palettes away. I just wanted to try my own and make sure that I loved it and see how the colors worked and everything. So mine is upstairs. This is a brand new one. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to touch it. It's sanitary for you guys. So to enter, I wanted to do something a little bit differently. You guys know, if you've been watching the news, there's been a ton of school shootings and stuff. I just want you to remember that, you know, humanity is not going down the drain. We tend to focus so much on the negative, and I just want you to remember that you truly have the power to make the world a better place to live in. You're just one person, but like you can make such a big difference. So I wanted to do the simple act of kindness giveaway. So to enter is really simple. You must subscribe to my channel. By the way, when I do pick the winner, I do actually make sure that they're subscribed to my channel, so don't try to subscribe. Also leave a like on the video, and you must leave a comment down below telling me the simple act of kindness that you did for this giveaway. I'm gonna give you guys about 2 weeks. Starting today, 2 weeks from today, all the information will be down below. I want you to do something simple for a stranger, something kind. It could be something as simple as paying for the coffee for the person behind you in line. It doesn't even have to cost you money. You can just simply give someone a compliment if you like their makeup, if you like their outfit, if you like their hair. Just make somebody feel good. Whatever you want to do, please leave it down in the comments below. Now, the giveaway still will be completely random. I'm going to read everybody's comments, and I'm so excited to see what you guys do. But just understand that if you wanted to write a full novel down in the comments, which you can, but a full novel about like charity work and all this, that, the other thing, I'm not going to be choosing someone's comment over who I think had the most kind thing. So just keep that in mind. Again, all the information will be down below on how to enter with the official rules. I have to say this is going to be a US only giveaway, and I hate to do that. I hate to do that, but I am really afraid. There's like all these rules with international giveaways, and I really just don't want to get my channel into trouble. Seriously, that is the only reason why. Like, shipping costs has nothing to do with it. Like, you guys have given me so much, that's the least I could do. It's literally just, I'm trying to protect my channel. I'm trying not to get into complications with the law and stuff. Hopefully in the future I wanted to do bigger giveaways, and then, you know, I'll work into being able to do international, but for this giveaway it is going to be US only, and I do apologize for that. I hate to say it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. But I hope you guys are excited for the palette. I cannot wait to read your comments and see what you've been doing for the past 2 weeks to make somebody else's day a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!